threes will jump it up. How about this? The difference with who gets a top 4 seed, the odds with a win versus a loss, dramatic decrease or increase depending on a win or a loss for both these teams in this game. Atlanta has taken 2 of the first 3 meetings. This is the 4th and final of the regular season between the Fever and Dream. Here's Clark, guarded by Sherrod, finds Timpson on the roll. She'll lay it in.
One of the things you see right away, Fever, you will live with that shot all night long.
Timpson looking for some help, finding it in the corner. Hole will attack it baseline, missed the lay. Timpson, the putback is good. Over the course of the season, they spent a lot of time working with Indiana's player development staff. And we've seen her really blossom as Gray separates.
It's playing off of Angel Reese there, just completely clogging the paint.
Clark, a bomb, is short. And Sherrod at the strong side rebound, looking to push for Atlanta. Here's Sherrod quickly up the floor. Gray again. Alicia Gray, 2 for 2 from deep.
Atlanta wants to play fast, push the pace, as does Indiana.
Clark bangs all the way in and finishes. That's what she... Clark lobbing it in. Boston deep position and the finish. Great early seal from Aaliyah. The last 3 seasons. Here's Mitchell firing and hitting on a 3.
With Sherrod out of the game.
Here's Clark working behind Boston. Has the switch on Reese. Will fire and hit from 3.
Clark tends to drain her threes when she's got bigger defenders on her. And she mentioned in her post-game interview with Holly Rowe, it just makes me get more arc on the shot.
And you saw it on that one. Gray attacking and flipping it in. Clark had to be...
The range is special for Caitlin Clark.
There are so many stats.
Defender on her like that for those 3-point shots because it helps her get a little more arc. You see Angel Reese come out. She's like, that helps the arc in my shot. We saw it's the bigger defender in her face on the threes.
And that was something, Rebecca, you had even pointed out during the game, just off mic, how as a shooter, that can really help you as Okat lays it in. Right now in points per game while leading the league in assists. Howard will fire and bury the 3. Ryan Howard, one of the best that Angel Reese is rocking today.
I'm guessing she wouldn't wear...
Highly recommend. She did a great story on ESPN, just documenting all that goes into Angel. Mitchell trying to find some space. Whirling, dishing, Billings. Timpson, no hesitation there.
Nice connection that time between Indiana on the offensive end. That's going to be tough to get spacing because of Billings and Timpson.
Reese nuzzles in and fillets it home. Reese was 0 for 6 from the floor before making that layup. That's 4 rebounds already. Here's Mitchell digging in and cups it home. Kelsey Mitchell. Podcast, so many different statistical nuggets for Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, how they've been rewriting the record books for Indiana. How about this 50% shooting?
And what's even more incredible to me about that is the volume of threes that she takes.
Yeah.
Usually that would bring down your overall percentage sum, but
Harris, one of the heroes the other night against Dallas, went 5 for 5 from 3. Billings turns and banks it in.
Billings had the size advantage in that.
Restriction today. You're going to see much more of this. Ryan Howard at the point. This is a role that she had to play offense and get them flowing here.
Ryan leading the league in steals, been more efficient from the 3-point line.
Cunningham cut that off, but she was able to come right back on the spin and finish.
Cunningham looking for help, finds Clark. How about this? Clark to a wide open Harris. Her 3 is good. Picking up right.
You would think they would look for that a little bit more, maybe tag another foul on Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, picked up an early offensive foul. By the way, talking about Ty Harris, she and Caitlin shared a nice moment at the podium following the game on Thursday night. Caitlin said Ty Harris is one of the best minutes. And then Ty said, you know, Cece leaves me in awe. Said, I'm watching her sometimes thinking this
feels the paint, makes the defense work hard, puts pressure on them.
What does she do?
Puts pressure on them.
No, rim run.
Oh, not red rum.
Boston able to flip. Atlanta. Here is Howard. Ryan Howard navigates around 3 defenders. Great look for Gray on the finish.
Did you see what?
Here's Clark, always playing at a breakneck pace. Goes behind the back. Timpson couldn't finish it. Does on the follow. A little smile from... Here's Clark. Wheeling, found some space, didn't take. Finds Boston in the paint, threading the needle for 2. Timpson, 6 to shoot. Finds Clark, back to Timpson in the lane for the lay.
Second time.
It's like, yeah, that was not the move. Howard, short on a 3. Reese the rebound. Reese the putback is good. Atlanta had missed its last 9. Mitchell, banging, flipping, couldn't finish it. Okot the rebound. Off to Reese. See, Reese has that versatility to be able to run the floor with the basketball in her hands. Gray flips it in, plus the foul, and a chance for
Reese and her rebounding acumen. My favorite story in there was her mom had to take the basketball rim out of the driveway.
Angel Reese got the board, initiated the possession, and finished the possession.
Clark with space, left it short. Boston the rebound. Boston banging inside, the spin and the finish. 8 points, 4 boards for Indiana, led by as many as 9. Atlanta cut it to 1 a moment ago. Reminder, Diana Taurasi's jersey retirement game coming up next on ESPN. Shot clock down to 1. Borlase buries the 3. Got lost.
With it to get herself to the line. She can rebound out of her area.
Timpson hits both free throws. Borlase hands it off. Gray dumps it in. Okot couldn't finish it, gets it back, and squeezes it home. Got it, dribbled it off her leg. Howard on the steal, Hillman on the finish, and that's how Atlanta really gets going. That's what you were trying to say. Change, turn.
Even if we're doing a landlock.
ESPN tonight. As Gray hits them both. Atlanta now with their loss. Big tiebreaker implications in this game as Mitchell hits the jumper. On ESPN or ABC. Here's Mitchell. Behind Boston, pull-up jumper is good. Is the Kell run. Gray cuts through the double and lays it in. What a beautiful take. Jitters, pops, and hits. Yeah.
The answer was yes, and 30 years later, we're all celebrating the way this game has grown.
You know, I do think there are times sat in this seat for more than a decade and a half. I've been lucky enough to be a part of the last 14. You've called countless Final Fours, and I can say your commitment as Clark looking to work the lane on Pow. The left-handed finish from Caitlin Clark. Board for Atlanta. A reminder, Diana Taurasi's jersey retirement coming up next as Pow buries.
I think they need to make some more.
Love that, Ollie, as Clark buries the 3 to Clark. Clark wielding into the paint, kicks it out. Boston takes the 3, takes the 2, and nails it.
How many 6'5"?
Chance to. Gray clearly fouled Clark. The only question is, was it a lead? Point Atlanta lead. It's been a back-and-forth game. Reese given space, will pull and hit. That is foul money. An outstanding defender. Clark looking to separate, fading and hitting. Has just become
not seen from her previously.
Billings tips it. Reese controls it, guarded by 3 players. Gray ends up open, connecting on a 3. From deep. Clark through the lane, reverses it in. 20. Here's Gray, guarded by Harris. Reese Looking in. Okot looking to take Russell and does. 7 so far tonight. Here's Mitchell blasting into the paint off the bench and in the hoop. 2 seconds. We were joking with Renee Montgomery in the break about what happened with the AC here. Shot clock down to 4. Timpson persistent. 14 for McKay.
Mark creates space so that she can get the look.
6-point game. Gray has been incredible. 2 more. Alicia Gray.
With their offense, she also said, got to quit fouling and putting them on the line too much.
Mitchell buries the long 2. 6 to shoot. Gray working behind Howard. Switched on Clark. Gray. You bet. Alicia Gray is. And Billings hits the second 2-point game. Indiana trailed by points of the game, and Indiana has its first lead since it was 4 to secure it. Mitchell stuck on 15 points. Has scored at least 20 and 18 straight. Hillman wants it in the post for the finish on Clark. Down 3. Mitchell dashing ahead, will fire, and hit. Tie game. Here is Howard. Shot clock turned off. 8 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Howard launches. Missed it badly. Reese the putback. Won't go. Hillman. No. And we have 3 blocks for Boston. 7 to shoot. Gray fading. Can't hit. Reese another board. And that one she puts up and in.
Foul on Alicia Gray, and now take 2 free throws.
I mean, we've seen it a lot from Boston in this game, just up top, snatching these entry passes.
So many good things happen defensively when you have your hands in the air. Waving them like you
care.
Yes.
In this case.
Yes.
Boston ties it. She has 16 away. Here's Clark ahead to Mitchell. Low pass. Mitchell digs it up. Timpson finds space, and Mitchell finds her. Clark bounces. Cunningham walks the tightrope. Boston looking to take it to Reese. Reese falls. Boston, the pass. Timpson the finish. What a lot. Howard looking to deny Clark the basketball. Now Mitchell coming to it. Mitchell, the jitter, the float. Can't finish, but Timpson can. A 20-point night for Michaela Timpson. And the Indiana lead is now 6. Howard spinning, great look, and Hillman lays in a much. Boston hits the free throw. She's Clark, 24 points, 9 assists. Mitchell with 18, Gray with 32.
Atlanta.
That foul on Reese was her 5th. Here's Howard, guarded by Clark. Howard digs in for the finish and the foul. And a chance for
possession. Angel Reese gets called for a similar foul on Boston. You create it here and you get yourself.
Trying to take Reese. Mitchell lays it in. 2-possession lead for Indiana. And hitting against the leg of Clark must have been why they deemed it illegal. Not have been enough.
Agree.
And Howard now giving Atlanta a chance. Hits all 3. It's a buzzer-beating 3. Buries the first there to make it a 3-point game. 25 is the key one to make it a 2-possession lead for Indiana. She got it. For them, preferably beyond the arc. Here's Gray, the juggle. Gives it back. Borlays can't hit. Rebound Clark. Flings it ahead. And that will